starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, everybody. Let me add myself to this screen. Welcome to the 35th edition of the Community Pulse. We're in for another great show, I know. As you all know by now, we have Lori's Mishmash as the co-host, and our featured artist tonight is Coldacre, and our featured channel is Princess LDG. I'll touch on that in a minute. The show opener was folk punk. The Willow is the Hippie of the Tree Kingdom. Great track. Something he found in his vault, and we're glad he did. I consider him one of the best songwriters in our community, and a really good friend. That was fantastic, JJ. Loved it. And so I want to start off with the notable music streaming channels. And I always start off my show with this because without these fine individuals, many of us would not be where we're at, to be able to have our music played and gain a little bit of popularity, and just overall, I owe a ton of gratitude to. We start off with Metalhead Hippie, the 907 Global Music Co-op. It's every Friday at 4 p.m. Jeff runs a fantastic show, a tight ship, let's say. And if you want your music heard, to those of you who haven't submitted any music, and we do have a few new artists that we're still waiting for you all to start contributing, sending your music, and because we're always looking for new material. Every Friday at 4 p.m. All you have to do is email Jeff, and you'll find his email on his channel, and just submit your song. You basically let him know where you are in the world, city, and that's all he needs to know, and he'll put you in to the proper section of the show. Then we have Pete John's Your Music Live every Sunday at 6 p.m. now. The times have changed. Runs about from Sunday to from 6 to 8 p.m. With Pete's show, all you have to do is fill out the form that you'll find on the channel, and just hit submit. It's that simple, and your music will get played. Thomas Christ, very similar, except he's on every Wednesday. I think it's still at 6, and I think he drops to 5. I hope I got that right. Yeah. So with Thomas's show, once again, it'll run for about 3 or 4 hours, and playing our music. And all you have to do is, again, go to the channel, fill out the form, and hit submit. And with all these channels, if they're a premiere, just let them know, and you'll get bumped up. How you doing, Wes? To the start of the show. Jade Starr has an amazing show every Thursday. She does live interviews, many of which are people within our own communities, a little bit like what I do, but no comparison to what Jade has been doing for years now. So that's every Thursday. And right now, I think she's gone down to 4 o'clock. Yeah, because of the time change, and it's summer in Australia, not here. Independent Many United every Friday at 8 p.m. A show called Indy After Dark. Every other week, I think she rotates them, but the first 2 hours is just strictly playing music. You can either, if you show up in the chat, early bird gets the worm. If you show up in the chat, she'll be happy to play your song. You show up on panel, you can perform live if you like. And yeah, that's every Friday at 8 p.m. Chad Freeman, Green Eggs and Ham every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. All of these were Eastern Time, I should say. Same deal, email Chad and submit your song and it'll get played. 15th Bend, the Rollercoaster stream. We all know about that stream, the fastest stream. You blink and you're going to miss part of the chat. So it's a great stream, great music. All of these channels will support your music with a simple email or show up in on their show and be part of the community. And yeah, and that's how most of us in here grew, and that's how we continue to grow. So I want to start off by saying we have the feature channel tonight is Princess LDG. Princess has an amazing library of music. She's an incredibly talented artist, producer, and yeah, we decided that we'd make, upon the request of Lori, I'm not going to take the credit, Lori and Coldacre, that we've got Princess LDG as the featured channel. I've got a little montage that I put together with the help of DJ Big Red and Folk Punk, and I'm just going to hit play and let's play through this. Please, the link is posted at the top of the chat. It'll stay posted throughout the entirety of the show, and please go to the channel if you haven't already subbed and offer up some support. Let's go.
cannot breathe right now. My shallow heart's directly wilted, bent into death when you wouldn't live. Been surviving, worn out, trying. Their diary, and it is me. Lately I've been struggling.
Man, how good is that? Yeah, and that's what you're going to get. So please go over to Princess LDG's channel, offer up some support if you haven't already. And hello, Vivian. And yeah, thank you for letting us do that, Princess LDG. And yeah, so we've got Lori in the back room. And I'm going to bring her on, and then we'll take it from there. Miss Hi, great to see you. And thank you. All right, let's bring on our co-host. Add to stage. Is share the spotlight. I should unmute you because that's
I waited to talk. I gave you a chance to unmute me first.
Because you know me.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Community Pulse. The Community Pulse.
The community. How you doing, Lori?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. And I'm so glad, and I know Coldy is also, everything lined up. You know, we initially had this set up for December 23rd.
It was that long ago, yeah.
And he actually wanted, like, we tried to make it this date, and then something came up, and it just worked, like everything aligned. Unfortunately, your surgery got delayed. So
yeah.
It worked out. And then you get a call saying it's the day after. So you've got a lot of things going on.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you know what? I am happy to be here because I've had so much going on today, so many phone calls from the hospital and, pre-screenings and friends and family. First of all, thank you to all of you who've reached out to me. It's been overwhelming. I really appreciate it. But this isn't about me tonight. It's about Coldy. But I am looking forward to getting rid of my tension headache and my nerves by being here with all you chill people. So thank you. But I do have to get up wicked early tomorrow because they called me. They're like, we moved your surgery from 2 to 11 a.m. and it takes about a couple hours to get in there, and I have to be there 2 hours before then. So,
all right. The song that you chose is the vocals. All of you just absolutely nailed this song. Yeah. I think I mentioned to you it's one of the best covers I've heard all year.
Wait, which one are you playing? Did you have the right one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop.
I don't know, because you said that about one of them, but that's not the one I said.
Oh, maybe I said that about all of them.
You said about all of them. No,
yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. You guys just played along with it.
Sorry.
That's all right. You can't see my first face turn red because I got the red lighting. So
you can't see
it. I owe you.
I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. wicked game you play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do, to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say, you never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you. Now I don't wanna fall in love. Now I don't wanna fall in love with you. Was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desires will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. And I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, nobody loves no one.
Damn. Is that ever good? Yeah.
Hi. I don't know if you can see me in the green room. I haven't watched that in so long, and I am just, first of all, I love Coldacre, his playing and his voice, but I'm
Yeah.
cracking up because of the production. Everybody that knows me knows when I do my videos, I try to look at the original one and imitate it. So I'm doing all the cheesy, Helena Christensen model poses, and the eyeballs are up close. But I forgot how great that song came out, though. Never mind the cheesy video, but awesome. Thank you for
Yeah,
playing.
no, that's a fantastic production. You guys you nailed it. I mean, it's perfect. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I can't remember if he was playing the riff or if I was playing the piano. And that was our very first collab a couple of years ago. I think it was now. We'll ask him.
Is it that old? Oh, that's why you said.
He's got a better memory than me. Maybe it was a year and a half. I'd have to look. But somehow it came up and I was like, wow, I consider him an original writer. Obviously he is. And kind of a metalhead too. Obviously he is. And we're going to find that out about him. And I'm like, you want to do a Wicked game? Yes. So we'll ask him about that. But I was very psyched that he would do a cover with me of such a nostalgic song.
Yeah.
And I could vamp it up.
So I'm going to do a couple shout outs before we bring on our featured artist to get a few of these out of the way, because there are people from Italy, such as Mary, Jean-Claude De Wolf from France. Bonjour, I saw you in here. First, we'll start off with the Community Pulse link. There's over 130 or maybe 140 items in the playlist. So please go support some of the artists that are in there. And the link is being posted. Jean-Claude De Wolf did a really cool Elvis cover song John Lemon and Lemonade, Homeless Heart. We've got the Nut House, who I just missed last week. He did a happy birthday, Cindy Krista. 11 Drums, whom I met through Lori.
Toby.
Toby, yeah. What a great drummer, man.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah. And just young, right? 13, 14, something like that.
He was
15?
14 when he played on our song,
Yeah.
Gold. I think
Wow.
he's 15 by now, but yeah, crazy.
Yeah. My good friend Mary from Italy. Too Sweet, Hosier cover. Great video, great track. 15th Bend had a release, Eternal Ghost of Tsushima tribute. Clayton Von Kluge, Double Take. Midnight Bandit, Splitter Splatter. Old Man Music, a track called Brother. Vintage Tone, a Joe Satriani, JS 20th Anniversary. Enigma, Bird, It's Coming. Tony McGreal, Touching Clouds. Joel, Pianist. My Way, a Paul Anka cover. Folk Punk, The Willow, we already shouted that out. And I'm going to stop with Tremor Bear, Cloudburst, because next week we have Tremor Bear and Ian Luckett on the show.
Really awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be another great show. And then following that, we have Tabitha Raines and Chad
Awesome.
Freeman. So
Wow.
we've got some pretty cool stuff happening soon. I don't want to keep Coldy back there for too much longer, so I'm just going to mark my spot here. And
15th got you to say Pianist right when he comes in, of course.
oh, really? That was just timing.
Right? You didn't even do the segment yet.
Should we? He's not ready to come in. Do you see him there?
I can't see him. I'm not hosting the stream.
I just see
Yo,
a green,
Coldy.
a green
Coldy,
piggy
right.
bank, I think. There he is.
I was
Let's
going
bring
to
him
say
on.
computer screen.
We're good to go. Do you need a minute? All right. I'm gonna
G'day,
put
Frank.
you right in
G'day,
the
Laurie.
middle there.
Hi, Coldy.
Hey, how are we?
Good. How are you?
Very well. Very well, thank you.
Well,
Thank
glad
you
we
for
made it
coming on,
finally.
brother.
Yeah, it's been a while that we've
Yeah.
tried to work it out, but we made it.
So for those of you who don't know, most of you know that Coldy's from Australia. So when the Pulse goes on, it's usually 8 in the morning when he's working. But this is a holiday in Australia, so we got to get you on
Yes.
finally.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it like
why it
horse
was-
races or something?
There's a horse race thing going on, which means we don't go to work.
Who
No
gets
one
the day
cares
off?
about the race, but it's a day off. I'll take it.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, that's why I reached out to Frank so long ago and said, "Look, I know I can take this day off. How about it?" But he had something booked, and then, as he said just before, it all jiggled around, and we made it.
It's awesome.
No, and I'm glad we did. And here's how geographically challenged I am. When I started this show, there was about 7 or 8 people that I immediately reached out to, 2 of which, one being Coldacre and the other one SM Borthwick.
Yep.
Both from Australia.
And I think you asked me twice, Frank. I think a couple months went by and you're like, try to get Coldacre. I'm like, we already talked about this. He's at work. It's like 9 a.m. So I'm
Yeah.
psyched. Yeah, I'm psyched it worked out.
Yeah.
I can't even watch your show. It's just the worst time because
Yeah.
the work day is just starting, and got to sneak to the bathroom if if
Yeah.
someone I know's on, then I'll just say hello, got to go by.
Yeah. Your lunch break or
Again.
the bathroom break. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're,
that's
you're in the
right.
loo.
Yes.
Hey, what'd you think of Wicked Game? When did we do that?
I
I said 2 years ago, but I always round up.
We did that at the beginning of last year.
Okay.
It's around
Damn
February
Russian.
last year. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So
I hadn't
which
heard it in a
one
long
was
time. I was listening to it just now, and
You mixed
Yeah.
it. It's a good mix.
yeah.
And the vocals are just off the
Yeah.
charts, brother. We're going to be talking a lot about your vocals, but
Oh, thanks, Frank.
yeah.
When I hear it back just now, I hear a nervous singer who's locking their throat up and not really landing the notes properly. So, thank you
Well,
for that.
it's funny you say that. Yeah, because you obviously think you've improved because you've been doing more, but you also have better equipment and all this other stuff. Not that you
Yeah, that's
even
right,
change your
yep.
voice, but
Yep.
I don't hear that. I hear flawless, and I'm sure everybody else does
Oh,
when we hear it.
thanks.
Like
Yeah.
butter, says Leanie. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I heard a very cheap $100 microphone that's making the voice sound sibilant and just, yeah. You always hear your imperfections when you listen to old things, but hey,
Yeah.
that's how we get better.
Well, I was cracking up at my eyeballs in the clouds.
That was cool. The video's awesome.
That was kind of cool, but it was funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of microphones, what's this new one you have in front of us? In front of you?
That's not so
isn't
new.
it-
That's just an SM57.
Oh, but that's not the dynamite stick though. That makes it sound better.
Right. Yeah, that's the red thing.
There you go.
That's what you're talking about there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Very
Sounding
cool.
a bit louder. Yeah.
So, Frank, I don't know if you just want me to stop spieling. We're just chatting here, but
Yeah, no. If you like, we can start off with the first song that we
Sure.
have on cue, and it's Diamond C. If you want to talk a little bit about that, and
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's something that's part of the Chill Zone project that I had with Leela.
Yeah.
We've been doing that for bang on 2 years now. And it was just the way we usually operate. She comes up with these grooves on her iPad and sends them over to me, and then I'll just try and weave a song around it, over it, under it, whatever. And then we sort of go back and forward with vocal ideas, and I ended up just like the song came to me in one big rush, the whole thing. So I just recorded it all, and then we just did a mix, and that's what we got. So yeah, and she did an amazing video for it. She's the queen of video, along with you, Laurie, I think.
oh, thanks.
Actually, and colourful as well. The 3 best videos are all female.
Wow. Thank you. And we all have different styles too.
Yeah, exactly.
With our
You're so
videos,
good at
yeah.
what you do. So to have any of you 3 doing a video is just icing on the cake.
Sweet.
I love it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so let's have a listen to it. Diamond C.
Yep.
We're gonna the mods are posting all the links for these tracks, and please right click, or I don't know how to do it on the phone, but offer up some support. But please let it play through, or else the sub's not gonna stick. Yeah. Let's play this now.
If you're gonna leave me alone, I won't lie or compromise. If we're gonna leave things alone, I look back on us and smile. One thing that I know for sure, I won't cry anymore. Waiting for the sun to rise, to see it burn in your eyes. That day may never come for us at home. Now I see everything. There's a way, it's simple now. All of my doubts have disappeared. Now I found my little one, swimming in the diamond sea. Only her and me. at all. Waiting for the sun to rise, to see it burn in your eyes. That day may never come for us at all. Oh.
Yeah, that's
What a comparison.
absolutely fantastic.
Like I said in the chat, it has a little bit of everything when I heard that. And I don't have earphones on now, but I remember listening to that with earphones and those sounds that I believe Leela created first, right? The background ambiance. It just goes right through you.
Yeah.
And then you come up with a guitar and the gorgeous voice, of course. And you weren't ever, well, I shouldn't say ever, but you weren't known as a singer back in your day. A lot of people
Not at
didn't
all.
know you sang.
No, I didn't really sing. That's why.
When did you discover your voice?
Oh, well,
Which
I
is
could always.
amazing.
I mean, I sang in, with my parents from being brought up. We're in a very musical family. Everyone
In the
played
little
an
boys
instrument.
choir or something? Or
Sorry.
little boys choir?
You have to use
No.
the word little boy. Not just a choir.
Yes, that one.
Or just in the boys choir? No, how did you sing?
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, look. Yeah. My parents gave us all good instruments when we were pretty young, and
Nice.
we'd quite often just do sing-alongs of whatever songs from 60s and 70s, and everyone can carry a tune. Like, no one's a really bad singer in the family or
Yeah.
sings out of key. So, we can pitch pretty well. But I just never really had a desire to be a singer when I was younger. I was just wanted to be a guitar slinger, and I was just a guitar slinger. But
So your parents gave you a guitar when you were a kid.
yeah,
You
Yep.
took lessons or you learned on your own or what?
Dad gave us lessons because
Dad gave you lessons. So dad
Yeah.
has a musical background.
Oh yeah, Dad was
Tell us
like a
about
full-time musician before the three of us kids came along.
Ooh.
When I was first born, and Dad was just teaching guitar and playing gigs for a living.
Oh, wow.
Scraping by because there's no real money to
As
make in music.
musicians.
Yeah, it's hard to be a family man and make money out of music at the same time.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
So, he did that until my sister came along, and then we were a family of 5, and then he had to get a real job. But yeah, he gave me lessons from the age of 6 onwards, and
Nice. Did you
yeah.
always want to be a guitarist? Like join a band?
Absolutely, yeah,
Of course. Yeah. To
From
get the
the-
checks.
yeah. Well,
Needle in the damage done. I don't even know how that goes.
I just wanted to grow my hair long and bang it really hard, and
Excuse me.
yeah,
All right.
So
that was the goal.
go ahead.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, I just want to I want to touch on that last song, but I want to do some shout outs here. Counterfeit Self, the greatest of great. Newer guitar channel. Please go check that out if you're a beginner guitarist. It's real simple play along chords, and you go on his channel, just about any song you want to learn how to play. It's free. Just go check it out. Take Two drum covers. You're a God, amazing cover. Dynamite Throw, The Workings, Graveyard Arsonist. That's our good friend Tobias Reese.
Hi.
And the Delicate Giants put out a track, Little Nightmares, featuring Vero. Take a Short Break, Timeless Colors. Turtle Drum, Falling Light of Day. Tales Told in the Dark. Tales Told I met through Independent Many United's channel. If you just want to sit back and chill and listen to somebody narrate some pretty cool tales. This one's about the Victorian death doll. And it's a lot of little, but they're really cool. A lot of little stories, like in this particular one, it was girls that young girls that were killed early or died early, and they used to actually build doll houses, and that was their gravesite. And over the years, they get torn down and vandalized and stuff like that. And some of them had become famous landmarks, and it's really cool.
Awesome.
You really have to go check out.
I've seen a couple of his, and I sometimes.
Yeah, no, she does an amazing job narrating through these. There's a lot of great stories. Trevor Hansberry, one of the first people that ever commented on any of my songs. Samayan song, An Electric Embrace. I'd love to have Trevor on the show. I've reached out to him. He should be getting back to me soon. Abe the Band could have been the heaviest riff I've ever recorded. Emery Island, Moonlight, and I'm going to stop there because, I just have to say that last song, and I wanted to jump in. It's like songwriting 101. You can't teach this, but you can just by what you did. Like, when most of us write songs, and I do it often, and you get a certain melody and you go with it. Add a hook here, you build up on the chorus, and whatever we do to construct that song, it's done that way.
Yep.
But if you go back and listen to this song, you could actually sever that into 3 different tracks.
Yep,
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it had a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and has to be one of the best riffs I've ever heard in my life. Like, there's something about that riff that gets to me. It's so melodic and it's so clear and clean and it speaks. And then you got the change up right after that riff, and then it goes another direction through there. I'm just saying, what is the thought process when you write like that? Because that's not easy.
Well, musical diversity is very important to me. I like a very broad spectrum of music. I love stuff that's very one-dimensional, whether it's a type of metal or blues or funk. I love stuff that just sits in the groove and doesn't move. That's cool.
Yeah.
But that's not what I want to write, not what I want to do. I want to put together elaborate songs that are somewhat complex or deceptively simple is another way to put it, where it doesn't sound like a lot's going on, but there is in fact a fair bit of change in how you layer things. So, it's just the stuff that influences me, like whether it's Led Zeppelin or the more progressive side of Black Sabbath. Let's just keep the song interesting and just have different elements and bring them together. And when they work together, it keeps things really fresh for the listener.
And you do that in a lot of your songs, not just one, obviously, because that's your songwriting style. But I think that's the reason why my favorite was that Fallen From You.
Yeah, I was going to say
just the same thing. How it's like, wow, it's gorgeous, and all of a sudden, boom, and you'll hear it if you haven't heard it. Again, it's on the list tonight, but it's like just kicks in, and then it ends like dramatically. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, thank you. Just trying to keep it musically diverse. That's the goal.
So you do consciously, when you sit down to write a song, think that's what you want to do.
Yeah,
and follow through
for sure.
with it. Because I don't know. I'm not a songwriter. Yeah. Excuse me. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, I hear a tune in my head and I wake up and I write it down," and that's it. Well, not that that's it. That's hard to do, but you're consciously saying, "This is how I want to write a song."
Yeah. And you've got options. You've got I've got guitars. I've got a keyboard, rolling keyboard, which I play. I've also got the DAW, which has got sounds inside that. So use them all. I use them all and throw a few things in whatever works. Use it. If it doesn't work, don't use it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Hi, Joy and Barry Glenn. If I didn't see anybody, sorry.
I haven't said hello to anyone.
Yeah,
I've just been sort of sitting here going, but yeah. Thanks for everyone who's come along for a listen. That's really cool. There's one quick shout out I'd like to give. Yep. I'm not sure if Leanie's still here, but Leanie, if your old man's there, the chief, or as I call him, Badass Bert.
You love Bert.
We love Bert. Thanks for watching.
Hi, Bert.
Big love.
Record him.
What the hell did I just do?
Where do you get them?
I had some fireworks for Bert.
Mix Club, calm down, or someone's going to time you out.
Yeah, just do it.
Should I?
Yeah, he needs a foot up the ass.
He's got a mouth on
All
him.
he's been saying in the chat is how beautiful Goldie looks.
Yeah. Don't be shy.
Pee-pee.
Sorry.
That's all it says. Now we'll give him a warning this time.
All right. First and
There we
final.
go.
Look what's he doing.
So Coldie, I don't even know this about you. When did you? So you always want to be a musician. You always want to be a guitar player.
Yep.
What was your first band, and what kind of music did you play?
Well, first band was, in high school. You get together with a few other people and you
garage band.
You'd play in the music room of the school and you did play covers. So
Yeah.
that was sort of, there's one or two bands like that, pretty rubbishy bands.
Rubbishy.
But yeah, first real band was probably in the last year of high school. I can't even think what we called ourselves. But we did a few gigs like, people's 18th birthday party and that. And covers and a few originals as well, trying to write
Nice.
our own things. So that was the first band. The
Well, what was
second
your
band,
first paying band? I assume you were in a paying band. I know you were, but one? Two?
that was late. That was later on.
Yeah.
Before I did that, I joined a silly death metal band.
Silly.
Yeah, they were very silly, replacing Jade Starr in guitar.
And that's how you knew Jade.
That's how I met Jade. I didn't know Jade
Yeah.
properly. I was introduced to Jade, but Jade was getting abused by two people for being a clown on stage and was in no mood to be introduced to. So the story of Jade's life is just copying abuse for being silly, and But I joined that band when Jade left, about
So cool.
96, and yeah, did that for maybe a year. Did a few other metal bands locally, but none of the people in the bands were particularly dedicated or much fun to be around. So I walked away
Just
from
one party.
Yeah. When you're young, when you're 21, you're stupid, aren't you? Like, come on.
Then they get sloppy and they don't practice.
Yeah, and just there's not a high level of respect between fellow musicians. You just have to have a good time whenever you can. So that's fair enough. I'm guilty of that as well. And yeah, I walked away from the metal thing at the end of the 90s. It wasn't going anywhere. I was sick of it. And I was taken to my first rave. I remember that in about 99. And I was the odd man out. I had long hair, jeans and boots on, and everyone's sort of, in their raver gear. And I just went, I like this. This is cool. And the drugs were cool. The people were cool. It was just a completely different change from metal. And I went straight into that for a few years.
Nice.
And then I had to take a step back from that because it's that party lifestyle takes it out of you.
Did you have a real job in between all this, or
Oh yeah, I was working full time the whole.
so you're working full time just doing
Yeah, always. Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
didn't have dreams of being famous then. You knew you had to make a real living to get.
Well, I had dreams, but the bands that I were in just weren't of any decent level to believe in these bands. It was just they were mostly substandard, and I knew what the level would have to be if we were going to have a real shot at it. And I didn't really join a band like that until maybe 2002, I think it was. Me and a coworker, he was a good singer. He was a good songwriter, and he was as dedicated as me. And I joined that band. They were called Sleight of Hand, and we did some gigs in the Fitzroy, Brunswick, sort of the real area of gigging musicians in the city of Melbourne, inner city, and that was cool. We did a few recordings. We've got a live gig and a video of us recording in the studio on YouTube as well. So that's a cool memory.
Is that the one I saw with you eating?
That's the one. Yep.
You ate French fries while we were eating?
Yeah. Yep.
There's your fellow Aussie.
Bonfire!
Yeah. G'day, mate. Happy horse
Goldie
day.
has this video of him with the band, and I'm like, that's you?
Happy-
Shaved head.
Yeah.
You had a crew
Well,
cut.
when because I was a raver, I'd got out of metal, and I was right. I'm at a dance party now. I'm Mark Renton from Transpotting. Let's go. And
Yeah, you had to play the part and fit in. I get it. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, of course. Plus, it was nice to have no hair, what a pain it is.
Didn't have to style it. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, just get up, done.
And now it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do some shout
Go
outs.
for it, Frankie.
You can talk about his gorgeous hair in the back room there.
Not mine.
Colorful Energy put out a real cool track called Circle. Cerise, Linda Jean swinging. Samantha Lee had a really cool Halloween live, and I was glad to be part of that. SE Wolverines is a channel that I believe I was introduced to through Indy's community. In Search of Blair Witch, really cool stuff. Auntie G and Marcus Cannell, another fantastic track. Grant Me One Wish. Scars and Shadows just continues to put out amazing track after amazing track. Dee Lynn, who we're going to feature at the end of the show, and she'll be, I'm not sure if she's going to make it tonight. She did send me an email. I just can't remember what it said. No Lake, The Gathering. Ricochet, Everybody Hurts, a nice REM cover. John Schur, Johnny Zent, who we met a few weeks ago, came onto my channel and new to many communities because I was looking to see if anybody knew him. So I'd like to offer up some support. He's a fantastic drummer. You guys will love his stuff. This one's CB Death, experimental, dark, instrumental. It's pretty wicked stuff. Lunar Vibe. Kathy Short, who was just in touch with, she is going to be on the show, I believe, in December. Dragon Orb Music, Charlie Tom Stone, Icy Monkeys, Hive Mind, our buddy Sal, Unshackled Spirit, Wind in Trees. I'm going to drop to this end of this page. Forest of the Wolf, Sleepless Dreamer, Rose Ackerman, Adam Holtz continues to put out track after track. Raindrops, I just made a connection with her, and we're going to have her on the show soon. Another fantastic artist, yeah. Coleslaw Shaw, Michael Hermiston, Mason Music Lab, and Sonic Grace, our friend Daniel. Waymaker. That's pretty cool stuff there.
So much crazy good music.
There is
every week.
And I'll tell you, this is at first, even when we started this, again, it was JJ's idea to put me to work, or probably just to get me out of myself. And I actually thought it was going to be a lot of hard work. It is so enjoyable. And then you get to meet people backstage and just talk.
Well, don't cut yourself short. It is hard work, but it is still enjoyable. I mean,
yeah.
When you first told me about it, I was like, okay, we have I have a group that I know about. There's so many groups you don't know about, and you're introducing us to so many other artists that you don't have, space to fit everybody. I mean, you do, but you come up with
I'm starting to run into that. We had over, and thank God I have DJ helping me put these lists together, because I just put them in a playlist and he picks them up from there. But now we're at a point where we get 120 of these shoutouts.
Yeah.
And we have to bring it down to about 80 to keep the show.
It's hard.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So it's kind of to be honest, I guess at who's going to be in the chat and who's not going to be, just to, you got to play that.
Mm.
And then at least every week, as soon as the show starts, it's like, oh shit, DJ, find that link.
There's more.
So just came in the chat, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
But it's hard so that's why we created and made this playlist public. So, yeah, I won't be
so
able
right
to
click on those links. I know the links that get thrown quickly every week, but they're there so you can meet these other people. I've met so many people through this channel because I right click on it, and then later on something will come up for them.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh yeah, I met them on Frank's, and just so much great music out there.
And isn't that funny? Because I met
Thanks, Sister Snooks.
so many people from your channel when we first met, and I think you had said, just go by a channel. You made a comment, go by my channel, have a look at some of the people in there, you really like their music, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I actually did what you had asked, and
Cool.
my channel started to grow. I'm not saying sub for sub, but you have some amazing people in your community.
But that's how it works.
And,
Yeah, we all,
yeah.
we interconnect. You meet each other
Yeah.
through each other. Yeah. And Coldy, I was trying to think where I met you. It must have been through Jade's.
I think
mean-
Metalhead Hippie.
Were you in Hippie's group at that
Yeah.
point? Okay.
Yeah, I've been there since the end of 2020.
Yeah. So, but he found me on Facebook because I was friends with Jade. So
Yeah.
mutual friends. And this is a funny story. I love to tell this story. James. So he introduced himself and I said, oh, Coldacre. Okay. What's your real name? He said, James or JB. And I said, can I call you James? And he thought I meant, can I call you James? And he goes, well, my hair's not done. Like he got wicked embarrassed. I'm not calling you. I'm asking you if I can
can't speak
call
to you if it's
you
not
by
looking
the
good.
name of James. I'm blushing just thinking about it because I'm like, he thought I was like wanted to call him the minute I met him. That's great. I get so many names for you, right? Coldy, James,
Yep.
JB.
Yep.
Well, that's how you started the show, right? You asked him if he got into rock and roll to pick up chicks.
Right? Yeah.
You go, can I call you James?
It's pretty easy.
Well, when you're listening to me, I think you already told us your influences, right? You already said, well, I know you like Pink Floyd. You didn't even mention them. Are they an
Yeah.
influence or just a band you like to listen to? Who do you listen to today when you listen to signed artist music rather than indie music?
I'd like to guess.
Go ahead.
Go on. Have a
Honestly, if I was to pick, I would have to say Zeppelin.
guess. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like, and I
still listening
know
to it?
many people are going to say Zeppelin, but I say Zeppelin because the style of music you play, there's certain things in your style of writing
Radiohead.
that I've got,
Mhm.
but in an acoustic form.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah,
I
sure.
can just pick that up.
Yeah.
That makes
I've-
sense.
There's a lot that I listen to. Like I've got sitting on the other side of the room there is a vinyl collection of about 700 records, and then there's,
Oh, yeah.
there's about
He's got a
400
gorgeous
CDs in
collection
there,
to
and
show us. You got a gorgeous
there's
collection.
just so much music. But yeah, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Tame Impala, the Smiths, the Kinks, the Stone Roses, Massive Attack, Kraftwerk,
Wow.
Iron Maiden. I could sit and rattle off 100 bands that have all influenced me. So
And that you
when
love.
got-
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
DJ
so
has a
much
question,
stuff.
so I'm keeping my eye on it for when you finish.
Oh,
Yeah,
someone's doing their job. Sorry.
That's okay. Did you see it, Coldy?
No.
I know you used Logic from one of
Yeah.
your streams, but do you mix ITB or are you using a hybrid setup?
Do I mix ITB? What does he mean by that?
No freaking clue, DJ. Next question. I'm kidding. I don't know. I assumed you would know. Am I reading that right? Or do you
I do-
mix?
I mix
Canadian.
everything. I do it all in Logic. I do everything in
Oh,
Logic.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my questions. What do you use for
In the
equipment
box.
mix?
ITB.
Sorry.
In the
ITB meaning in the box.
Oh yeah, I do everything inside Logic. Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, Tana. So you just use Logic. Did you used to use
Yes.
GarageBand though? You upgraded.
Yeah,
Recently.
I've
I just can't remember what you upgraded to, but your music has gotten considerably better, and you're like psyched about the tracks you can create and how.
I had a pirate version of Logic because I was naughty. About 4 years
Oh,
ago.
a pirate, yeah.
Like an old version that ran on a really. I had the cheapest Intel MacBook Air that I could afford at the time, and you'd only have to look at it, and then the fan would come on because it was just so underpowered. It was.
Yeah.
I bought it right before Mac went over to silicon chips, which is just the next level times 10. So I made do with it for a while, but yeah, I didn't get serious about using Logic until I bought my Mac Mini Pro here, beginning of last year, and that's when you can hear the quality. Hopefully, you can hear the quality of the songs getting better just by learning.
I have.
things.
I've actually seen you. You showed me some of the process too, and I was like, "Wow, that's crazy, crazy."
So
good.
even though he's a clown there in the chat, Mr. Mix Club Rhett has been really helpful to me in the last 2 years.
He's a
been-
great mixer, even though he's a clown.
Yeah, he's great, and he he does the right thing. I'll send him a song, and he'll listen to it and go, rather than bombard me with suggestions, you just give me one thing that could be done better, and then it's up to me whether I want to do it or not. And I usually do because he's got a great ear, and
Cool.
I appreciate everything you've done, Rhett, even though you're a jackass.
Yeah. PP head. We're gonna get him a short here. Jackass PP head. Cool. If anybody else has any
Brett's
questions,
a
put questions.
fantastic guy.
Sorry.
You just wave your papers, Frank, when you need us to shut up.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna play a track. The next
let's do that.
one we have on cue is Blue Horizon.
Cool.
Yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. That's the most recent Chill Zone song from not that long ago. I bought a looper pedal and just came up with a guitar pattern, and then was really inspired by it. And I'd also just bought my first bass guitar not that long ago. I thought, now I can finally stop cheating and using this whammy pedal to like octave down my guitar and have this really crappy sounding bass. I can actually put proper bass down now.
Cool.
So yeah, and this is like, you'll hear the Pink Floyd thing, obviously. It's,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's another amazing video that Leela's done, and she sang on it as well. And yeah, really, really happy with the way this one's come out.
Cool.
Go Chill Zone.
Blue Horizon.
Through this way
Epic. Man,
Everybody's tripping out too. Great.
Yes, so was I. That
Amazing.
video is amazing.
So was I.
Yeah, that's an
Freaking
incredible
awesome.
video. I'm very
yeah.
lucky to have Leela to work with. She
Leela's
killed that.
awesome. Where is she
killed
tonight?
that.
she's probably lurking.
Frank, if I can, I have a couple of things that I've noticed in the chat.
Yeah.
A couple of people telling you that your microphone's a little too hot.
I thought it was too.
Mike and Dawn and Funk said that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree. I think Barry was the one that said that your vibrato, your singing vibrato, is just amazing. Can you hear me okay, everybody? Am I?
No, knowing Barry, he would have meant the guitar vibrato.
Oh, okay.
He notices that stuff.
All right.
Thanks, Barry.
I think the singing is as well.
Fantastic player as well. Fantastic player with great vibrato as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Crazy good player.
And I saw Folk Punk put in there the 3D
Thanks, DJ.
sounds
Yeah.
that you have in there, the layers, the harmonies is what I call
3D.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so well put together. And again, to a lot of you who really want to write something special, this is like songwriting 101 right here. You can really pick up, like, just the way you construct the song is just, I just find it fascinating. Like your songs, like this particular, I can place your music, not that I compare you to anybody because it's your style, but I can place like this particular track, I can place either on side A of Pigs on Wings or Crime of the Century album. Like it would fit right in there.
Yep.
It's just so well written.
And you said that was your influence anyhow on this one, right? Or Pink Floyd?
It's a total Pink Floyd Gilmore ripoff.
Sounds it. Ripoff.
Well, not ripoff, but just like
that feel.
I knew I wanted a guitar solo that, as it went on, as it progressed, and as the twin guitar comes in, I want it to sound like it's getting more distant. So you automate some reverb in to come in slowly, so that it just sounds like it's backing away.
Very cool.
And that's, I'm trying to think of the. Do you remember the Pink Floyd album with the cow on the front?
Yeah, that was in 2000, wasn't it?
No, it's an old one. It's called Adam Hart Mother from 1970. There's a song on side A that goes for 24 minutes, and with about 5 or 6 different parts. And one of those parts is a guitar solo, which does exactly what I just did then. So I'm kind of just going, right, that sounded great, it worked there. I'm just going to add that same thing of the guitar solo getting more distant as the song pans out.
Very cool.
So yeah.
Cool style for sure.
Thank you.
Awesome. And there's Raindrops. Great to see you. All right, I'm going to do some more shout-outs. We got to hook up Dwight, the Hitman Bailey, who just came into the chat.
Okay,
Yeah, put out another great track, Heavy Metal Jet Airplane. Jason Lemansky, Annoyed. Frank Mel, We Came Together. Mike and Don. Okay, yeah, so this is a special announcement. I've also got them into up and coming, but Mike and Don, unfortunately, they sent me this little montage they did for their new album release. It is available on BANDCAMP. We're posting the link for this little montage. It'll give you more details on this album. I purchased a copy of this album today on BANDCAMP.
I'm glad you brought them up because I was going to too. I bought their album as well. It's very awesome.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. And Frank DiMarzio's birthday today. Sorry, Snooks. Happy birthday to Snooks. Can we all just...
I was asking her and I didn't see an answer. Happy birthday.
She told me not to announce it. So
oh, well, someone else
sorry.
did. Indy did, so it's not.
Oh, did she? Okay, cool. Happy birthday, Snooks, and thanks for everything that you do here.
Hippie's going to sing.
We're
not going
on this chat on Friday.
And
so
happy birthday,
Mark Tanner, and what's that?
Happy birthday, Cheech. That's what I call Francis.
Cheech, yeah. I love Francis. Great guy. They did a nice collab with Mark Tanner and Broken Hearted Savior. So we've got both links there. Stephen Ewert, Looks like he's doing well. Rise of Dark Leela, set phasers to stun. Really cool
It's another great one.
freaking track.
Yeah.
Brian Drums, my buddy. I haven't seen him here tonight, but please go support Brian. Really cool. He works really hard at his craft. I just love this guy.
Awesome.
Robbie Stingle. After I chose this song, he sent me another one today. But yeah, there's quite a few songs Robbie has.
Frank,
this
if I can
one-
interrupt,
Yeah.
Robbie Stingle got 3 million views today. He hit 3 million views on his channel.
That's
You believe
what I
that?
told Leela's chat, but I was at work, so I was kind of doing.
Just wanted to mention it as you were passing his name.
No,
but
no.
congrats, Robbie.
Thank you. 3 million views. Wow.
Sick.
Well done, Robbie. Gary Schaefer, I'm coming home. Vivian Smiling, Bring Me Sunshine, fantastic track. Fish 1999, only 2 days left for justice or disaster. Because I'm a smart guy, I figure we're talking about the election tomorrow.
Ah. I had an early vote. I won't be
yeah.
around tomorrow.
Please, everybody vote. Don't be that person that doesn't vote and complains after, right?
Yeah.
Proven Groove, Deed 1951, Paul, Drew the Genius, put out a song called Knee Deep. Michael Laka Zealander, aka Zealander, I keep saying Aka, 0 Hour. Kareen, I met Kareen about a year and a half ago, and I am clipping. I hear it in my ears. I met Kareen about a year and a half ago. She just started to play piano.
Yeah.
And if you go back to her first one, you'll see what I mean. And then listen to her today. It's just fantastic to watch. And it's just
I
one
am
of those
subbing.
that
I haven't heard her yet.
of watching the growth. And
Very
she
cool.
was in the chat last week. And a great person.
Awesome.
It'll be grand. Another new band to our community, Man of Constant Sorrow. Ozark Drifter put out a really nice Johnny Cash cover titled Hurt. And this young lady that we know called Lori's Mishmash put out a track, a cover titled Beautiful Things. That was fantastic, Lori.
Thank
was
you.
really
I
nice.
just threw it out there, but thank you. I love the
Really well
song.
done.
Yeah,
Pretty great.
really well done. And Prince Prodigal, What It Be Mix. And then another new artist that I'd love to support. He is going to start to send music to all our communities, and it's Dell. And fantastic individual. He emails me a few times. Really nice guy.
Oops.
And yeah, I'm going to stop there.
I am like opening so many tabs because there's a lot of new names here for me. I love it.
Yeah, there's quite a few this week, and this is all coming from what we're doing here. These aren't just people that say, "Hey, Frank," they're coming from the other artists that we're interviewing, and it's just kind of grown that way.
That's how.
And that was the whole intention here, and it seems to be working. And
Beautiful.
I love it. I love it. Like I said, I get to meet a lot of people, and
Yep.
I like being around people. The next song we have, Goldie, is Someone Else. Another fantastic track.
Yeah.
Tell
Would
us
you like me
about
to talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very old song. I wrote it in like 2007. About a girl, or a bad choice, and to move on, telling myself what I needed to hear. And there's even a version of me doing it in 2007 on YouTube. It's unlisted, but and I sort of forgot about it for a few years, and then 10 years later, I started singing again in my head, playing again. Yeah, I still like this song. So when I finally got to the point where I could home record, sort of two years ago, I thought I'll have to do this song because it's still in my head. It's 15 years old now, and
Nice.
Wow.
if it's around for that long, then it must be an okay song. So I recorded it. Didn't know the first thing about recording vocals, and I cringe when I hear it, but I'm still proud of the song itself. And you got to start somewhere, don't you? You're not going to knock it out of the park with your first recording. So
That's great.
that's just what it is. It's a document of where I was, and that's how it goes.
I think it's a fantastic sounding track. So here it is. Someone else.
You know,
was awesome. Let me get this back up here.
It's so emotional. You
Thank
can
you.
hear the breakup emotion in that. And then again, it changes. And
Yeah.
you just jam it out with that solo.
Yeah.
And it's
Thank
just
you.
a killer bass line. And then when it drops, doom, 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 doom.
Well, that's not real bass. That's cheating. That's using
Oh.
a guitar. That's using a guitar and an octave pedal. So that's
should
why hearing go.
re-record
"Ugh." But hey, that's all right.
There's a couple of questions in the chat that I missed. I have one.
Yep.
Thanks to DJ pointing it out. I don't know who asked this, but are you working on a solo project right now? Any other solo projects right now?
Well, solo is just. I've got my own Coldacre stuff that I'm working on. Yeah. Yep.
By yourself?
By myself. Yep.
All by myself?
All by myself. So
That's a
yeah,
song.
there's,
All by myself?
there's
Well, there's your answer.
there's a song written and ready to go. I've just got to get cracking. But yeah.
Mix and master it and all that. Okay.
Yep. Record it. Yeah.
Or record it.
Yep.
If there are any other questions, I apologize. Try to highlight my name and I will ask them.
So let me, is there any set, like, what's your process from start to finish?
Of a
Like,
song?
not in detail, as far as you want to go, like, when you, to complete a song, like, when did you start this project with this one song that you said is pretty much ready to go?
So I've got a stockpile of things that I've written over the last 20 years that are just ideas. And basically every song that I've done that's a solo song is an idea that's been kicking around either on a keyboard, piano, or on a guitar or vocally, and it's just been sitting there. And I've got a few more that I can sort of grab from, but they're the start of songs, but they're not fully fleshed out. And I'm finding once I get going and get the initial idea down, I'm off and running, and it's pretty good. Which is why working with Leela has been really handy, because I'm not great with a blank canvas. I write, but I don't write frequently. So if she's sending me grooves and beats and that, I can just take off with one of those and
Awesome.
write a song. But this one is a thing that's been kicking around for 20 years or so, and
Wow.
it's funny. I've been kind of writing it in my head while I'm at work, like doing my mundane job. I will just suddenly go, I'm going to sing that over that now, and I've just got to hope it sticks in my head so that when I get home, I can jot the idea down.
You got to
But
bring a little recorder with you.
Yeah, I mean, I can always sing into the iPhone, and I have done that, and will continue to do that if I'm worried I'm going to lose the vocal melody or I just hum something. But it's a good indication that if I've forgotten it by the end of the day, then it probably wasn't that good of an idea. When it sticks around, I know it's a good thing. So yeah, that's just that's the way I pretty much do it at the moment.
That's
Very cool.
interesting. It's a good, great way to look at that. Yeah.
Are there any bands out on YouTube or groups or channels, I should say, that you would recommend to us that you don't think we know about?
Oh,
A recorder.
yeah, but it's all signed stuff, and I don't want to.
Okay.
I mean,
The
yeah,
answer
sure.
is no.
I mean, there's great Australian bands like Augie March, Pond, King Gizzard that you should definitely all go out and check out. But I'm not going to spruik them. When this really is about independent music.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd rather push that first. I'd rather say go and listen to Blue Grubrius if you haven't, because he's incredibly underrated and incredibly talented.
I agree.
This is.
Princess LDG, go and check her out. She's killer.
Yeah.
So many. I mean, you're
Don't
doing the
forget
shout outs.
Princess featured channel. She has
Yeah, that's right.
such diverse music, and she does everything all on her own too.
Yep, everything.
Builds it, writes it,
Yep.
masters it.
Yeah, and her,
Records it, masters it.
her improvement over the last 12 months has been astonishing. Like,
Yeah.
When you hear that montage of quite simple stuff when she started out, which was, garage band, piano, and vocal, that's it. So the last 2 or 3 songs, which are just like, she's gone past me. I hit her up for advice on mixing,
Oh yeah.
How do I automate this thing? I can't remember. My old brain forgets. She goes, just do this.
Well, and you know what? I don't think I even mentioned, but she's the one that mastered our Wicked game for us, right?
That's right. She did. Yeah. Yep.
So kudos to her. And that's when I realized I'm like, oh my gosh, she does this stuff. And then
Yeah, so I do want to remind everybody that we're talking about Princess LDG, and she is the featured channel this week. It is we have her channel pinned at the top of the chat, and it'll stay there throughout the show. Please go offer up some support. I will be posting the little montage that I did. It's actually live now, and I'll leave it on my channel. So please go offer up some support. I think she's a fantastic artist, like I said. And yeah, we're blessed to have her. And she's such an inspiration. I've never met, I met her probably a couple of years ago, a little over. And just her commitment to her craft, to her education. It's, yeah, kudos to all the hard work she's put into this. And again, one of the joys of doing what we do, listening to 15 tracks in the last 72 hours, what a treat.
Yeah.
And a lot of these montages, I've heard a lot of the songs, so I quickly go through it. But this one's like, oh, okay, I can't just cut 25 seconds off. I got to.
It's hard, yeah.
You got to hear it all.
Sounds different.
Yeah.
To me, like they
what a
all have a
treat.
unique sound to them, but it's a princess sound still, all the same, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Very
So
cool.
I do want. Go ahead. Sorry, Goldie.
I was only going to say
something.
she's taken to Native Instruments, which is like a high-end studio suite of plugins. Like, you know, like it's easy.
Yeah. What's it called again?
Native Instruments. She's using the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. She's upgraded her system too, and just it's using really quality gear, and you
Good
can
for
tell.
her.
You can just tell. Proof's
She's
there.
growing. Yeah.
So yep. Proud of her.
Fantastic.
Go ahead, Frankie.
It is time
Oh,
for the pianists and composers in our community. Once again, I always say it, I think they're extremely underrated. And this is me talking to a couple of the pianists in our community, stating that they had to stop their streams because they weren't getting a lot of love and support on their channel during their performances. So this is one of the first things that we created on this channel, is a section for shutting out all the pianists and composers in our community. And stop smiling, Goldie.
we get excited over pianists.
Especially-
I am one.
Dual pianists before you mentioned.
Pianists.
So this week, I alternate between the three artists that I have, and I'm going to be introducing some more. This week, I thought it'd be appropriate that we put Lori's back up. So the music that's going to be supplied for this little montage that I created is from Lori's Mishmash. You're going to find Karen Baldwin in this list, Lena Music. You're going to find Marty Cly, piano guy, who did take my advice and sent a couple songs to Thomas Christ. Around the World Piano Compositions and Places, Chris Durham Music Channel, which many of us know, Kaylin's Compositions, Piano Things, Mark Devereaux, which I met in this community, Donna Mitchell, composer, arranger, Colorful Energy, and piano matron Nini. So I'm going to play this little...
Pianists.
Yeah, let's just hit play and
Yay,
Just love the
Peanut!
maturity. I love
That's
the
nice.
maturity of our community.
Yep.
You love co-win?
No, I really do respect these musicians. I know we joke around, and it kind of works. It does. It has become the highlight of this show. But I really and I have noticed, and I appreciate you all that many of you have gone over to these channels and supported these artists. So I truly appreciate it. So
Well, thank you, Frank. As a piano player, I like to say that better. Myself, I appreciate you doing that for all of us.
yeah.
And I am like down here compared to those people. They're amazing, amazing players.
And don't be selling yourself.
Where are you?
I'm under the pianist.
Down here.
down there.
That's that high.
All
Got
right.
it.
It's getting late. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I like your mug.
Oh, yes.
He's one of the only few that got a Laurie's Mishmash pink and white version mug.
Yeah.
Everybody else gets the
The
black.
trade
It's
you.
lovely.
I've got
cute.
2 of these. I can trade you one.
Okay.
Okay, we're all triplets here. Well, I could take my stuff out of it.
Thanks for that,
Well,
Laurie.
yeah.
Oh, 3 different styles.
Oh, this is my really old one before I went to Teespring. It's where I keep my glasses and scissors. My scissors.
Keep your
Anyhow, I'm not
craft.
plugging my merch, but you can find my merch on my main page.
All right, I'm going to do a couple of shout-outs, and then we're going to continue with the music. Doing for others, we have Dan Anderson, Eleni Perez. I've cut a few out because I had to get, and you're one of them, Laurie. Read Between the Lines, Rebel Rocker, Feisty Feather, DJ Big Red. I'll never cut them out. Crimson Crux, Queen Survivor, and Mike and Don, consistently sharing out people's music throughout our communities. It's just fantastic to see. The upcoming, yes, I saw Metalhead, Hippie, and Hetriani have a little conversation in there. Hetriani's album release, I think, is coming out on the 4th, but it is the 4th.
Today?
It was supposed to be today. I think it's coming out on the weekend, and they're just trying to coordinate a little release party on Metalhead Hippie channel, whether it's a Tuesday or the Friday. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but they will work something out, and we will keep you posted. And it's a fantastic album, and I got to participate a little bit in it.
I can't wait.
15th Bend has a release coming out November 26th. Why didn't I write the date? But yeah, it is 26th. It's already up and posted. So if you would be so kind as to go there and hit the thumbs up button, the song is titled "I'll Be There," and
he's singing.
And he's singing in this one. Yes,
Ooh, in the shower.
in the shower.
I made that pot up. The
In the shower. And Mike and Don, as we mentioned earlier, DJ Big Red was kind enough to put together a couple of the links here for the BANDCAMP. Please go offer up some support there. I might as well finish through these, and then we'll continue just with the music. Some mentions, a lot of good support I get from these artists. The Nut House, Rich New Designs, Dom Torregrossa, Chris Lane Sr., Camp G. May, Charlie Gabaldwin, Axe and Nachos, JM Unleashed, Guitar Hack. We got the Falcro. We got the Mix Club, Rhett, who's been kind of somewhat behaving in there. Nura's Guitar Channel, Pompeii Music, and I'm missing so many. Rise of Dark Leela. We got Michael Songs. And then we have a bunch of karaoke streaming channels who have been amazing supporters of all of our music. Miss High, Pendar, Jovel de Putzes. We got Punk Media Karaoke. We got Leia Ramos, Mr. B's Music Addiction, Deb's Wood Burning Stove, CC Karaoke, Mama Rose Channel.
I had a sneeze.
There's so many to mention. Angela Tanzer, Together We Are Family. I know I have missed a few, but
You try to
that's it
keep
for the
going.
shout outs this week.
Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, just this week alone, there was we cut it down to 123, not including
Holy
this
crap.
page here.
Thank
so,
you. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
Frank, you could do it all in like 10 seconds if you took the approach of the end of a TV show when the credits come down massively fast. You could just do them all at the end. Vroom. There's your shout out.
Rather than the show wouldn't be,
That's
Yeah.
true.
You know,
2 hours.
that might work, but there is a couple people in the community that are going to be saying you didn't show me up.
Right.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
well.
You do it that
Yeah.
way.
Fair
So,
pickle.
yeah, no, actually, we're trying to put together an easier way to do it, and it'll come. But when it starts, hey, listen, if it grows that big, then I think it's a good problem to have.
Right?
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah,
You can get a
I'm
teleprompter.
okay with it. As long as I can do it, I'm doing it. So,
Sweet.
yeah. Goldie, once again, I'm so glad you came on to this channel. I did want to talk about your favorite guitar, and it's a Gibson. And
Yeah, sure.
yeah. And
Can you show us?
yeah.
Yes, I can.
Can you show it off? Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure.
Frank, if you want, you can make his square bigger than us so we can see it better. You
Yeah.
don't want to touch any buttons, though, do you?
No,
Just
I'm not.
layout.
Well, yeah, I can do the solo layout. I've learned that.
Nice.
So yeah,
Ooh.
that's my Les Paul,
What year is that?
2013.
13.
Yeah, it's had basically I bought it stock and then I just changed everything, which is what I do with guitars. I put new pickups, new wiring, new capacitors, new hardware, a new bone nut. Got the fret dress done. Sent it to James Cargill in Seaford and got him to make it the best it can be.
Yeah.
Um,
So you basically buy the body.
Yeah, more or less. And then just, well, that's just what I like to do with all my guitars is to like go, right, it's a starting point. Now, where can it go? Because we all have the things that we like. I like particular fret size, and I think you should get a bone nut cut for the gauge string that you use. Your guitar will stay in tune better. Yeah, and pickups are a very personal thing as well because, you know,
You promised me we were going to talk about gear tonight.
I've been pretty quiet up till now.
I'm kidding. Go on. I know everybody loves it.
You knew I was going to bring it up.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm keep going. I didn't mean to
So
interrupt.
the guy in Seaford, James Cargill, his father, Merv, who's passed away about a year ago, he's had that family business there since the 1950s. He was the head luthier in Melbourne, Australia throughout the 50s, 60s, 70s when Led Zeppelin toured here in 72. And Jimmy's bridge pickup failed. He sent it down to Merv, and Merv repaired it and put a new pickup in it. So I made a point of sending this guitar down there so that I could get the same guy, Merv, to put a bit of his DNA into the guitar. So I like to think that Jimmy Page's sweat is in here somewhere.
That's awesome.
I love it.
But yeah, no, it's my number one. I love it to death, and yeah.
So that's your
really-
favorite. How many do you have altogether?
Yeah, I
Guitars.
think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8.
8?
Yep.
Not bad.
Yep.
And
That's
what's your
enough.
most expensive equipment? It doesn't have to be a guitar.
Oh, it's that guitar.
Is it? All right.
Yeah.
Those earphones are more expensive than
Oh
the
no,
guitar.
they're nothing compared to that thing.
I don't know what guitars go for. I guess a Gibson is pretty expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about. I've put about $4,000 into that thing all up. So yeah, but you know,
And he probably
it'll outlive
paid
me,
about
and I'll pass it on to someone.
$4,000 for it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And it was probably about $4,000.
Yeah. Well, these things go up in value, so it's
Yeah.
you know, but I'm not going to ever get rid of it. I'll play it till I'm gone, and then I'll give it to someone, and they can play it.
Oh. A nephew or something?
Yeah, if they're keen. Yeah.
Cute. So I don't know how many songs you have left of his, but I wanted to ask more about your days in the band because I know that you've met famous people.
You got time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who you've met somebody recently that just passed away, but who? Any other famous people that you've met in bands? I mean,
Yeah, famous-ish. Not really
just
internationally.
your
more,
idols.
more. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Put me on the spot. There's Yeah, there's musicians like Phil Phil Judd, who was like the guy who formed Split Ends. He's someone I've
I love Split Ends.
been in touch with, and sort of no real big names. Just
Okay.
people from who've been in the.
Who was the guy in
biz.
the wheelchair that was like really old?
Oh right, yes. I did.
I can't remember his
I did a
name,
meet and greet with him. I don't know him. We're not
Well,
buddies.
I don't mean you know them, but yeah. I mean,
Right, you're just like rock stars. Yeah. So that was Paul Diano, the Iron Maiden singer.
well, there you go.
I saw him play live at the start
He's
of
just
the
a local
year,
guy.
and yeah, that was cool. Because it was his last tour. Turns out he passed away only a week or two ago. So it
See?
was sad, but yeah.
So I brought it. I just can't remember his name. It's awful.
Yeah.
I was trying to egg you on about it, but yeah. I don't know. Any crazy band stories of your own
Crazy band stories.
that you want to tell?
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say that thinking isn't the stories.
Yeah.
It's that thinking is what he's willing to share.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, yeah. The last band I was in was a really fun experience because it happened during lockdown, and they were with people who it's a 4-piece band. 2 of the guys played in other bands that are quite big in Australia. Rob's playing in a Bramelin, who were the premier death metal band in Australia. They headline all the festivals. Mm-hmm. And I've got their records. Phil, the bass player, who used to play in Hobbs Angel of Death and a few other bands. So to join a band with guys who I've got in my record collection, signed artists, was a pretty big deal.
That's awesome.
But I can't give you the stories because
all right.
I'm not going to incriminate myself.
I hear you. Good night, Indy.
It was good fun.
Thanks for your help tonight.
Great guys.
Yeah, I went backstage to a band and took footage because I got backstage, and then they were like, "You can't." I was going to put it as like a whole YouTube montage thing, video, and they're like, "No, you can't do that." I'm like, "Why?" It's just us eating cake and like ham sandwiches and shit. They're like, "No one gets to see." They weren't a famous band; they were a local band, but they still didn't want it out there.
Yeah.
So I get that. Yeah, Mum's the word. Thank you, Hippie. Yeah, I got to get up at the ass crack of dawn tomorrow. You guys just reminded me, but this has been a great distraction. Why don't we play another Coldie song?
Let's do it. So the
right.
next song we have, and also we are going to be dumping everybody over to Vince Gianella's stream after this.
Sweet.
I know
Very cool.
Coldacre is a big fan of Vince Gianella.
And got to know him recently. He's a great bloke. Great guy.
Yeah. And so we will be dumping everybody over, but he does start at 9:00 if you wanted to know.
He was just, he's been running around. He had the tribute for his late wife, Wendy, this weekend, and everything he owned in his studio was broken down for this tribute. So he's like, I'm just getting my studio back together, but I will go live tonight. So
he sent me a picture, and I think it's his thumbnail. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a mess.
So this next song is probably by far one of the best songs I've heard this year. And it's titled Fallen From You.
Love this song.
Yeah. And it kind of takes me right back to your first track, is the diverse sound and the change and the drops. And tell us a little bit about this, brother.
Okay, so that was written 2 years ago, and it was called Fallen Into You. It was about falling in love. Mm-hmm. And it was a bit sappy, and it didn't have the change at the end. It was just went all the way through. And then I broke up with that girl, and I didn't want to have a song about falling in love with her anymore, so I flipped it around and gave it a bit of an aggressive, angry ending, and feel much better about that song being that way now.
By the look at your face, you'd never know.
Yeah. So I'd given that song a go with the band as well. The band that I played in Butterfly a couple of years ago. But it just wasn't happening. And I'm kind of glad that I got to keep it for myself. And really happy with how this came out. It's been and the response has been mind blowing.
Huge. How many views now?
Up over 10.
10,000.
Yeah, so that's been great. But views are views. What's really the part that I love so much and gets me excited is the response from the people around who I respect musically, you know, whether it's Hugh or Laurie, saying to me it's their favorite song of the year, that means that's like 1 million views for me. You know,
Oh.
I love that people close to me are enjoying it. So
Yeah.
Sweet. It's a great
Yeah.
song. Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, this is just amazing. Let's play it. Fallen from You.
Lion eyes that I see through while I've been here thinking of you. Time passes slow when you're out there. It's cold inside, but you don't care. When we're alone, there is nothing but your dark soul and my loving. I'll waste my life if I have to. I've fallen off from you. 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 I've fallen off from
Wow. Yeah, just
Freaking just killer ending.
and
Love it.
Full
Thank you.
Funk said it best. It's like he needs a thesaurus with the word epic. Like it's just amazing.
Thanks everyone. I haven't looked at the comments on iPad. Everyone's super cool and super supportive. I really appreciate it.
Love it. Everybody loves it. How could you not? It's just crazy.
There's, you know what? When I was going through your channel, because I think you sent me these yesterday, or no, today. What am I thinking? Friday, right? Or Saturday? But but going through your library, it's like, what songs is it gonna? And then I remembered there was other ones that you don't even have on your channel. And like, didn't you do one with Rhett?
Yeah. I've got two songs with Rhett. I've got a couple of songs with a few songs with Ron Ward. That he's put on his channel. I've played guitar on some stuff with Jade.
See, you've done a lot of collabs when we think about it. On top of
I have actually.
There's one coming up that you haven't mentioned yet.
Oh yeah,
I'm wicked excited about, and everybody else.
It was played on this show when Viv Sparrow came on. We've recorded it. She's done her part of the video. I've just got to pull my finger out and do my part, which I'll try and do today. But
Coldacre and Viv Sparrow, everybody, come on!
Yeah, that was really wanted to thank Viv for just giving me an opportunity to sing with her. Like, how lucky am I to be able to sing with someone of that caliber? But just how supportive she is, and like any doubts that I had about whether I should be singing or not, she's just totally pumped up the tires and gave me a lot of support. So I really appreciate what Viv's been like, just to help build me up and give me confidence. So thanks, Viv.
Awesome. Viv's awesome.
And I can't wait till everyone hears it, because it's pretty good.
I'm
How can it not be good with her singing? Like, it's going to be good if she's on it. I'm just there to polish up whatever I can and, add to it. So, yeah.
Is it an original? I forget.
No, it's a cover.
It's a cover.
I don't know who sang the original, and I deliberately didn't want to know.
Diamond Dave. Yeah.
You want to do it? I don't know. I mean, I've seen the name, but I don't want to hear it. I just wanted to treat it like it was a Viv original and just go in that direction. So yeah, it's should be done pretty soon.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
It's an awesome collab for sure.
Yeah.
Do you plan on just have a question here? Do you plan on putting together a band and doing any live shows, or have you had enough of that?
I've had enough of that for now.
Yeah.
Too old for that.
Yeah, like I tried it with the last band that I was in. I was doing most of the writing, but they were an established band who had an album out on a label, and they didn't want to deviate too far from that, and that's perfectly fine. There's no hard feelings at all between them. They're all still great friends, and So, but the musical diversity that I wanted to bring into that project just wasn't happening. One of them was really into it, the other two less so, and that's cool. Like I joined their band. It's not for me to come along and change it all up. So for now, I'm just going to keep putting out my own stuff, and doing the odd collaboration here and there.
Nice.
That's a great plan.
Yep.
Well, I'd like to do another one with you when I get better.
Yep.
Better.
I keep sneezing. I don't have allergies. I'm not sick. I think I'm having like an adverse effect to not having any sweets today. I think I need a piece of cheesecake before I go to bed. I don't know why I'm sneezing. Hey, Bushy. Well, I asked you all the questions that I wanted to ask. If anybody else has other questions in the chat, put them out there.
I probably missed a bunch of questions too, because I don't do my job that well.
No, it's hard. I'm trying to address you guys and look at the chat, but sometimes I miss the chat when I'm staring straight ahead at you guys. But DJ will send me an email. Oh, what's this? I got a freaking email from DJ again? Yes, I do.
That's why I just turned this off now.
Yeah.
Airplane mode.
Tells me to check your email. Check your email. Thanks, DJ. I got it. So yeah, there's a good stuff coming up this weekend, right? It's only Monday.
Yeah.
We got Vince next. I will not be live Friday, but Gary will still be live with the House Wrecker. There's so much in between. I can't even think straight right now, but I don't
So
know.
the next song and the last song that you chose was Estray.
Yeah.
Will you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that was something I wrote the end of last year. Actually, no, once again, that guitar motif that runs through it with the guitar effect of vibrato has been around since, 6 or 7 years. And it was just something I would noodle on. And from the stockpile of ideas, I just thought, all right, I'll see what I can get done in a day. I'm not going to go heavy-handed here. There's not going to be a lot of change up in the music. It's going to be a bit more concise and a bit more sparse in the arrangement. So yeah, I just put it together relatively quickly. I'd just gotten my bucket list vocal mic sort of that week, and it just gone, right, I can record some vocals and it's going to sound a bit better, and it did. So I was quite pretty happy with how it came out as well.
Fun. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, there's a question from Barry that I'd
Right.
address it before we play it.
Yep.
You've got, what pickups did you put in your LP?
Oh, okay. So there's a guy in the States called James Finity. He has a company called Rewind Electric, and he makes pickup sets. And he had a set called the JP Post 72s, which is Jimmy Page Post 1972, which is the PAF neck and the T-top bridge, unpotted, with the neck being a bit of a hotter wind than the bridge. So yeah, that's what I put in there, and I love them. I won't use anything else.
What was that part you couldn't find that you needed? Like, the guy wouldn't work with you because you weren't from the States? Is that something else?
Oh yeah, that's to fix my my memory man, my vintage.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, memory man. Yeah.
Did you ever figure that out? Or do you
No,
still?
not yet. It's been put in the too hard basket for now, but
All right.
we'll get there.
Let me know if you need my help.
Yeah. Thanks.
And John Wiggs, I think, had a question too.
Yeah. And
Oh,
I
let's
was-
talk about somebody. Do you have something new that you can spring on us?
Well, there's
So that's
the
fine.
two things that haven't come out yet is the collaboration with Viv Sparrow, which if you really, really want to hear it, you can go and watch the Community Pulse episode with her in it, and she plays it.
It was
So
played, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
there. And plus the new song that I've written in my head, I haven't started recording it yet, but
Awesome.
that song that you just heard then is the most recent from maybe 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah, normally I would direct you to that Community Pulse, but I'm not telling anybody what edition that is, so it'll be a nice surprise when you hear the finish. Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. So yeah, let's go ahead with Estray and give it a go.
Talking to another friend, talking to someone who knows me better. We're all the same, walking down a tired road. Sunny's beating out on me today. A heavy load, putting down my bags tonight, putting up with more than I can bear. I'm letting go. Oh, 'cause 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 I'm letting go the same. Hoping for a brighter light, hoping for something to fill my soul. Alas, why? Tomorrow's secrets yet untold, new horizon waiting to unfold. An open door.
Yeah, that's absolutely freaking beautiful.
You put me to sleep because it's so relaxing.
Yeah, you got a lot of that calming. Yeah, it's just your songwriting, like I said, from the first song right to this last one, and your entire catalog is just fantastic. It's
Thanks, Frank.
and you've got a something special in each song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's all you, and you know it's Coldacre. It's that sound, that tone, but there's like each song has its own little treasure. It's just beautiful songwriting.
Thanks very much.
Yeah,
It's great. Yeah.
Love it. That's the one I think I heard at the beginning. I was like, this sounds like something. I kept humming it and humming just at the beginning, and then it's all completely different. Oh, it was Life in a Northern Town. Hey, mama. Can't think of who it's by, but anyhow, the beginning kind of sounded like that to me. And
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
and you're back in the day, we used to call that like side B was always the best side of the albums, right? And that's like your music. And sorry, maybe I should stop. It's like your music belongs like side B. It should be just exclusive. It's just beautiful. I just really admire your songwriting.
That's awesome. Thank you for that.
So keep it coming. Dream Academy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beginning sound like Dream Academy.
Yeah, so this was I want to say thank you first of all to all the mods and who's been helping me out from when the show started. DJ Big Red, Folk Punk, all the work. Again, I just want to make it clear to everybody, it's not just me. There's a lot of work being done behind the scenes, and this is where my mods and these two gentlemen really help out. And to both of you, first, Lori, we love you, cuz good luck tomorrow. Everything's going to work out. Wish you, a speedy recovery. You're going to be fine. Yeah. And
thanks for having me on and keeping my mind off it for a little while. Now it's panic time when I go to bed.
No, because now you have to go mod for Vince. And
no, I told him I wouldn't be there. I got to get up so early.
Oh yeah.
I need to get my sleep. Yeah.
Okay.
I got to get the war paint off, and get my duffel bag packed. All sorts of fun stuff. But thank you. And thank you to everybody who's been so great to me.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for coming out. And thank you, Frank, for having me on your show. I don't know everything that's involved in making a show like this, but I can see already just from being in touch with you this week and with DJ, and that you guys put a lot of hard work into it. So
Absolutely.
I'm grateful for what you do.
Thank
You're very supportive across the board as well. Like you're always a presence, just saying the right thing to everyone just to keep them going. So thanks, Frank.
Frank is awesome. The community's awesome. And Coldy, you're awesome. I'm glad we did
Thanks,
this together.
Laurie.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's just ironic. Like it had to happen, right? You
Thanks.
wanted November 4th, and it was taken, and it was like, and then it just shows up again. It's just, and then like everything lined up perfectly. And
Yeah, it was funny when you asked me, you're like,
so
"Can you
grateful.
do the 4th?" Like, oh, I just found out my surgery was postponed to the 5th. You're like, oh, you can't do it. I said, no, I want to. I want to be with you guys. I want to hang out and,
Yep.
Yeah.
and smile. But yeah, I'll be better
And that's
next
it.
week, I hope.
And thank you, everybody, once again,
guys
for
are
coming
awesome.
out and
Thank you,
supporting
guys.
all these channels and all these fantastic artists. This is the greatest indie community, well, the only one I've ever been involved with, and it's become. I don't have to watch a junk on TV. The only time I turn on that TV or that radio is to listen to the news in the morning, the traffic, so I don't get stuck. Or the sports. The only time I turn on my TV now is just to watch some sports.
I thought he said
And-
sports.
Sports.
Gonna watch
Yeah,
the sports.
Here's where I start to get tired, right, Lauren? You don't understand what I'm saying.
I'm gonna have my phone on me, and will not be watching TV. So I'll be watching all of you and saying hello to all of you. High as a kite, but still, it'll be fun. Thanks, Huey. Thank you, guys.
All right. Any last words there, Lori?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Treat each other with kindness and respect, and keep coming around to the community and supporting everybody, no matter what room it's in.
Yep.
And spread the word. Click on the links. I said no, and then I'm giving you a mouthful. Click on all the links because really, I'm meeting so many new artists that not just throwing them down to look like they're, throwing them down. They're there for
Yes.
you to discover new music. So thank you, Frank and DJ and JJ. You guys are awesome for what you do every week. So
Keep making original music.
You got it.
And covers.
All right. And we're going to close this out with a good friend of mine, somebody new to our community. I had her on the show a few weeks back. Her name is Dee Lynn, and she was kind enough to allow us to use this song that she wrote specifically for our community. And it's called YouTube. And it's a real fun track. And I hope you all enjoy it. Thank you all. Good night. Love you.
thanks, everyone. D-Lynn's
Thanks,
awesome.
guys.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
Play
See you.
safe.
Bye-bye.
YouTube, where the stars shine, musicians playing guitars and feeling fine. They're singing songs and posting every day, making videos in their own special way. YouTube, where the music's alive, singing, playing, posting all the time. Comment, like, and share the groove on YouTube, where we all improve. On YouTube, where we all improve. From bedroom studios to big bright lights, they're jamming out, rocking through the night. Fans are listening, tapping to the beat, leaving comments, making it so sweet. Collabs and covers, originals too. Every day there's something fresh and new. Join the fun, let your voice be heard. On YouTube, we're in our own world. YouTube, where the music's alive, singing, playing, posting all the time. Comment, like, and share the groove. On YouTube, where we all improve. On YouTube, where we all improve. to